if your cat approaches you with its tail held upright. This posture often shows that it feels relaxed, safe, and open to social contact. When the tail stands upright with a soft curve at the tip, it is a common sign suggesting that the cat is calmly interested in its surroundings. If the tail is tucked tightly between the legs, this appearance is usually associated with fear, hesitation, or intense discomfort. If the fur is puffed up and the tail looks thicker, the cat may be trying to make itself appear larger against a possible threat. A tail whipping quickly and stiffly from side to side is, in many cases, a sign of increasing tension, anger, or clear unease. Slow and controlled tail movement is a useful clue that the cat is focusing its attention on one point and watching its surroundings. A tense tail held low to the ground may show that the cat is being more cautious and alert, especially in an unfamiliar setting. A completely relaxed and natural tail position can give a clear clue that the cat feels physically comfortable at that moment. A tail tip that twitches at short intervals can be a normal movement seen while watching prey or during intense concentration. If the tail becomes stiff and starts moving quickly during petting, the cat may now be uncomfortable, and it is helpful to pause. If your cat keeps its tail close to its body and calm while sitting, this posture often accompanies a more balanced emotional state. As a cat falls asleep, the body relaxes and the tail stays still. This picture usually shows that the environment feels safe at that moment. A tail gently tapping once while resting does not always mean anger. It may also carry the meaning of mild stimulation or attention. Repeated tail thumping on the ground, however, is most often linked to impatience, tension, or displeasure with an unwanted situation. A cat with its tail up, body soft, and ears in a natural position often appears open to positive and calm interaction with people. A tail hanging down does not carry a bad meaning by itself. The context, body posture, and environment should be evaluated together. When frightened, a cat may arch its back and puff up its tail. This defensive appearance is meant to create distance from a threat. In a cat quietly watching the window, small movements at the tip of the tail may be seen as part of focusing on a visual stimulus. Lively tail movement during play is normal, but if the body becomes stiff, playful excitement may be turning into tension. To correctly understand a cat's tail signal, the ears, pupils, whiskers, and overall posture should also be observed together. In some cats, carrying the tail at a low angle to the sides may be seen with uncertainty or careful scanning of the surroundings. If your cat raises its tail while rubbing against you, this behavior is often a sign of friendly greeting and closeness. If the tail stiffens and the body tenses after a sudden sound, the cat may have been startled. In this case, giving it brief space is appropriate. Tail movements can be influenced by personality, so the same sign may carry a similar but not exactly identical meaning in different cats. Tail posture may change in cats experiencing illness or pain. For this reason, a change outside the usual pattern is important. Reacting suddenly when the tail is touched unintentionally may show that the cat finds that area sensitive or does not want contact at that moment. Small vibration-like movements while the tail is upright can sometimes be seen with intense excitement and should be evaluated with the context. If the tail is upright and lively while food is being prepared, this appearance may show that the cat is expectant and actively interested in the environment. In stressful places such as a veterinary clinic, the tail may be held close to the body. This is a response consistent with feeling insecure. If the tail is low while the cat is coming out of a carrier, it may first be checking the environment. Giving time without forcing is more appropriate. The tail is not an emotion meter by itself, but when read together with other body signals, it provides very useful information. Some cats carry their tails high when excited, while others use them more moderately. Individual differences are considered normal. Observing tail movements together with events during the day makes it easier to understand in which situations your cat feels relaxed or tense. Seeing the tail stiffen while children are petting the cat can be a practical sign that they need to reduce contact. It is necessary to move slowly when approaching a cat with a puffed up tail, because this appearance often accompanies fear and defensive preparation. If the tail is gently raised and the body is relaxed, The cat may be feeling safer and calmer in its current place at that moment. Small tremors at the tail tip while looking at a prey toy are counted among ordinary preparation signs that appear as attention increases. If your cat shows unease through tail movement, stepping back instead of holding it can reduce possible scratching and escape responses. If the tail suddenly puffs up and then slowly settles down, it may show that the cat is reassessing the environment after a brief startle. In a resting cat, the tail may be completely still. This is not a problem by itself and is often consistent with a state of relaxation. Carrying the tail unusually low all the time should be watched carefully for discomfort, especially if there are other signs as well. Tail posture gives an important clue in encounters between cats. An upright and soft posture usually provides a less tense beginning. When a stranger enters the home, a lowering tail may show that the cat is first keeping distance and observing until it finds the situation safe. Reading tail signals correctly prevents the cat from being picked up when it does not want to be and supports trust between human and cat. If you step back when your cat shows discomfort through tail movements, it helps the cat learn that you respect its boundaries. Tail posture can react quickly to environmental changes. A new object, sound, or animal can change these signals in a short time. If tail movements become stiff at the end of play, it may be thought that the cat is now tired or that its level of arousal has risen too much. Regularly observing tail movements helps you recognize your cat's daily behavior pattern and notice unusual changes. Every cat's body language is slightly different, so the most accurate interpretation is often made by knowing your own cat's normal behaviors. Your cat's tail gives you important clues, but the most reliable assessment comes from reading the tail, body posture, and environment together.